Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. For this week's video, we are tone testing our ultimate Telecaster. Now, if you guys happen to miss the build video last week, I'll put a link to that one above, but long story short, we've got a Tele neck by Warmoth. This has a beautiful flame maple top and a walnut back. We've got locking hip shot tuners, which really made a big difference. Graph Tech nut, vintage vibe guitars, underwound P90, DiMarzio Chopper T, hip shot USA bridge with compensated brass saddles, and American Standard upgraded wiring. Now, after last week's assembly video, I didn't have a ton of time to, record a bunch of tones for you guys. But what I did play was sort of overdriven. So a lot of you guys were like, well, what does it sound like clean? That's pretty important, right? So I agree. Let's listen to some clean tones and see what these pickups sound like. All right, for our clean tones, we're going straight into our Blue Angel amp, mic'd up with a Sennheiser E906 on the grill and an Earthworks SR25 a few inches off the grill. So after listening back to those clean tones, I was pretty impressed with these pickups. In the neck pickup, it's really warm, round, more of like a bell-like tone up high. Just a little bit fatter single coil, right? And in the middle position, I think it sounds awesome. It gives you like that Tele chime, which I was, not really expecting from these pickups. So that middle position is one of my favorite tones, sounds really great. And when we go to the bridge pickup and we hit up the Chopper T, I have it, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but about halfway between the strings and the pickguard. So maybe slightly lower than maybe you would normally. And that's sort of, when I played it lightly like that, it sounded pretty good because on higher output pickups, like on some of my Les Pauls, the bridge pickup is almost useless unless you got a lot of gain on there. It sounds awesome with distortion, but when you flip to that back pickup and it's a hot overwound pickup, it really doesn't sound good or almost usable clean. And I think this one passes that test. So I thought that was pretty awesome too. All right, now let's try the Ultimate Tele with just a hint of breakup, courtesy of the JHS Morning Glory pedal. Let's try that out. So after listening to that clip, I think the guitar still retained the same characteristics as played clean. The Morning Glory is a very transparent pedal, so I thought all the positions still sounded really good. I will say the P90, as soon as you start adding even a minimal amount of overdrive or gain, gets very, very noisy, which is typical of a P90 pickup. So probably best to pair it with like a noise gate or a suppressor of some sort because it is very noisy, and the middle position is not hum canceling either, only the bridge is. So it's nice to have at least one pickup that's totally silent, but when you're using the other combinations, yeah, It's just the nature of P90s. All right, you guys, let's move on to more of a classic rock tone. We're going to pair up the guitar and the Blue Angel with the Lawrence Petros Design 68 drive. Let's check that out. So on this test, I thought the Chopper T really came into its own. It sounded awesome across all the strings, and definitely has that Tele push that you just can't get from a Strat. So I thought it sounded really good, and the fact that it's noise canceling is just a huge bonus. Although I won't typically be playing metal on this guitar, I know some people do put high output pickups in their Teles and play metal, so let's try it out, see what it sounds like. All right, let's wrap up this tone demo with a little bit of a jam. So I'm going to loop a rhythm track and then do some soloing over top of it, just totally clean and pristine. So some final thoughts on the Ultimate Tele. First of all, I gotta say, building parts casters is so much fun. You end up with something really unique and usually, you know, an aesthetic that you like, that you won't be able to find off the shelf, right? So the double bound body, the black and gold aesthetic, and of course that just gorgeous, gorgeous Warmoth neck all makes for, you know, a pretty compelling playing experience. The neck is 10 to 14, I think, compound radius. So it plays a little bit in a more modern way than a traditional Tele. So it's quite fast and quite smooth. And sound-wise, I could not be happier. You know, I think, you know, pairing up the Chopper T with the P90 is something unique. And in the end, yeah, I really enjoyed the tones. Now, one of the main comments I get from people is you should black out the pickguard. So if you guys think I should order in a humbucker mount black pickguard to go with the black and gold aesthetic, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see me do that, or if you think the Perloid looks fine. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. So I think our Ultimate Tele build will pair really nicely with this old classic standby here. This is my year 2000 American Standard. You guys have heard this on the channel many times. So I think the Ultimate Tele build will sort of add another dimension with the P90 and the hot Chopper T. So I think, anyway, these guys will make great siblings, and yeah, the Ultimate Tele will offer me some tones that the stock guitar can't quite offer. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and coming along on the Ultimate Tele build. I hope you enjoyed this series. Have a great week. We'll see you guys next week with a new video. Take care.